and the start you want out of Shush, popping your Kinder's head as Liquid run amok up middle. It's not gone well.
Yeah, damage done onto Stown as he tucks in inside of the site. If he could even get out with one, it would have been great, but wishful thinking when he's that low. And so this one ends up in a 3v3 retake. Heroic knocking on the door. Moving up through short. They've also got a man through the apartments. It is a three-pronged retake here for Heroic. And the first man is dinked immediately, but there's Yabi to make up for it. Bit of pressure applied now. They're both trapped in at the back of the site. Ooh, beautiful flick out of OC. Him and Nitro need to walk it over the line, but they lose Nitro. And OC's running out of ammo. Tucked in behind the site. Knife pull for Yabi. And he's going to knife him to open up this BO3.
It's close. I think he's got it, though. And that's a sickening round out of Yabi. After OC puts on some incredible shots, Yabi just steals it away with less than a second to spare. A pistol round for Heroic off the back of the blade.
Yeah, Kendar is looking at this, very much considering it, but as this layered defense, they managed to flush Yabi out. Yakindar will find him. And OC, those are some beautiful kills to open up the A play. Caught crossing in middle was Nitro, but not quite finished off. And on the back of the numbers alone here in this 2-on-4, it's not really worth Heroic giving a look here, not when they have the AWP in Cadian's hands. You just want to hold on to that, so you give Liquid the respect here. But it's great that that evidence, the look of it has started to creep up internationally on a far more consistent basis.
It's funny because the two things that Liquid have lacked for the longest time are not just a strong AWPer as has the region, but also just a loud player, someone that can believe and you know, bring your team up. And that's like the example of exactly what Heroic are. Liquid have never had that. OC started to become both. He will cause a ruckus in and outside of the server, but right now there's another AWPer to contend with. Cadian hits his. They're up in the site. He just saw them in time. They're crossing past. Cadian's got a flick back, and he makes it look easy as Stown covers from the pit. That should not have been his kill, and he's already bringing the eagerness that Heroic often give us.
Going, great job, guys, with like 9 kills.
This time they're out of position, though. There's only 2 players here. They're panicking, rotates over. Stown's just mad spraying through middle, and Yakinda finds a double entry. So hold your horses, because Liquid have galloped their way into this A site. Somehow, Tesses has crept back into the graveyard before Liquid commit. They expected more resistance, and it wasn't there. Cadian has ample time to reposition back at B before they even take Banana. And Liquid are mulling around with 25 seconds, but they've got to go A. They can't clear this B space with this little time.
So much of this slowdown is like hinged on getting contact at Banana, and that hasn't happened. So the idea here was to like try and uproot the perceived read from Heroic. Now the entries have got to come through. Yabi tucked in. They're not ready for him, and he's knocked the bomb away. Liquid, even though they trade him out, they will not be winning this round. There's nothing that Elige can do. Him and Yakindar with 2 apiece, but it's not enough to win you the round. Opening for Cadian's AWP. Shush and Stown up on this layered boost. They've locked them out of middle. It's all on OC now. Trying to close the distance onto Cadian, but he's boxed in at the site. He needs to win this. Ooh, will knock Cadian out of the round. They're both going to look to come through long. OC low on ammo as he comes up. Goes quiet now, but Tesses is already out, and Yabi's there alongside him. So OC, as he peeks his head back up and over, just gets locked out of the round. A 3K from him. He gave it all he could. He would have had to ace in the 1v3 to make that round happen. Heroic are ready for exactly this. This double mid setup makes it out through the apartments, but Naf is locked out. Tesses and Cadian are so clean with it that Liquid don't even really feel like they had a chance here. Like, look at how decisive that these fights were in top mid. You didn't even really get a chance to shoot back if you're Team Liquid. A lot of these rounds not even feeling particularly close. Setup is nice. Elige locks them out of it, and Cadian, as he tries to leap in and trade that, is locked out. This should already look like a save for Heroic. And so Liquid finally break through. They break this streak of 6 rounds that Heroic were on.
Oh, they've got him.
It's all thanks to Elige's handiwork in the opener. Also, great reaction to go and punish Cadian like that, right? I think he kind of knew what he was doing, trying to go for that trade over in mid. He was well aware of the risk that comes with it.
he can hold down this bomb site if Liquid suddenly ran and execute early. And that might be the move here. They're all grouping up right now. Cadian's got to be very careful with how he uses his nades. Molly might push Yakinda forward with the flash. He goes in, seeing an open spawn gives you a lot of faith, but not when it repeats you like that. More through the Molotov. Cadian sending it. Great grenade. He picks 2 out. He will fall, and there's no more defenders here. So Heroic will have to play a man-up retake. These are not guarantees on Inferno.
No, far from it, but they should look to group here.
Nice nade.
Nade rings out, and that is going to find Nitro, extending this advantage even further. Heroic Util punishing as ever. Denies that plant for now.
Ooh.
Suddenly Liquid feel like they have to fight to regain control of the site. Naf at least deals with Tesses as he tries to push and prod. There's a double flank up through Banana. This means that Yabi can't really go facing just yet.
Good move, taking space.
Flashes go in. Osi off the angle now and double swung from Banana. Nafly's got to do it alone, but he's making it work. 3 in the round, 1 still to find. And it's down, moving in, up through Banana. Keith knows where he is as he repositions out into the spawn. He's going to nail it. And so it's Nafly with one hell of a clutch to keep the rounds coming down for Team Liquid. Up the execution somewhat. Stown at least holds down the long side as Elige is offered up on a silver platter. Nitro plays ahead of this timing at Arch. He's going to try and move in to take the space, but Stown still on the angle. Feigns the rotate back and swoops in for even more in the round. Up close, this MP9 waiting in the hands of Shush. Looks to try get involved, and that's a decision he will come to regret. Naf given 1. Is that going to be enough for Liquid to turn this around? Stown jumps the gun with a long peek, almost trying to invite Liquid into the stack. You're still too strong here. Cadian was expected, but the second man is a nasty surprise. Cadian offers up a couple of blinders in this round, but the pistol is not up for the task. Yakinda left in the 1v1. Tesses can try play around this molly, try play through it, makes it into the site. Yakinda off the bomb is dropped out of the round, and so Heroic rush him down in the plant.
10-3 and fast up Banana, but Yabi's here with the meat grinder.
Oh, there's another man moving in, but it's so set up to trade this. And with Heroic, it's so often the case that while they give with one hand, they'll take back twice as many with the other. And they've also found success over towards the top of Banana. They know that right now the Heroic defense is shuffling around, so bit of a moment to pick and choose their next battle. Oh, spotted crossing, but a missed shot from Cadian's AWP. I think you just breathe a sigh of relief there. You're lucky to still be alive and maintain this advantage, and now you've taken it one step further. Liquid, they need to deliver on this round. It's a 5v3, best chance they've had to get one in a little while. Just Shush left to get past, and he's only good for 1.
Nice trade for Naf, 15 seconds. They've got enough time to get that stick on safely. And there's even Yakinda on the big flank. This should be a Liquid round right now. The only danger is if Yakinda doesn't cut noise in time and they kill the flank. That will egg them on. He cuts it at the perfect moment, and Heroic have no hope in this round. Even if they're going to throw themselves in, the backstab will secure it. So Liquid onto 4 at the end, and Yakinda wants to take them both down with him. That's something at least for Liquid, but it's not a pretty picture in their map pick, vying for the champion stage here of the Paris Major. Let's see if Heroic can finish what they started. Potent positions for Liquid towards pit and graveyard. OC just needs to get that info. He doesn't need to overcommit here in middle. One jiggle, and Cadian taps him out. It's never easy.
No, that's a bit of a disaster as far as it goes. Now, suddenly, this Liquid setup inside of the site, they've got to hide from long, and that makes it hard for them to complement each other here. They win that fight out in the apartment, so a bit of room given over. But now that you've got a kill on one of these B players rotating, and you know there's 2 inside of A, why not split the B site? Now Fly's trying to get tricky with it. Going to try and do all he can in defense of B, but he needs to get out with both, and he will. Naf on the scene. 2 from him. Time to reposition over. His teammates arrive now up at the top of Banana, and Naf just keeps on winning fights. Nitro with the backstab. Him and Naf make this round happen. Liquid
have a hope in this round, but it's just made a little bit harder. Flash dodge by Yakinda. They drop in. He pre-fires. They know where he is. There's no one looking. He drops off, and there's so many eyeballs on the apartments here for Liquid that they are able to stop Heroic in their tracks. A 2v4 clutch attempt round now for Heroic. Heroic. And Katie's going to come in and try and help Stown. Firing off. All the positions are known by pretty much everyone. Cadian hunts that kill. Missed shot. How are they given so many chances? Heroic should be dead, done, dusted, and Cadian is.
Nades go in. Here they come. Yakinda tries to just hold the line out in the open. Gives that one away. Yabi clean with the Tech 9. And now he arms his teammates as well. He's low on health, so he tries to tee them up to succeed. And on the fly
Walk
boost.
with him.
Put up into play, and that gives Stown another. The numbers are too far gone in this round. Liquid can't justify retaking anymore. I like that boost. Lobbed in on the fly, knowing that if they can find one with the surprise factor on a rotating player, that is enough to make it so the retake never even is a problem to solve. You don't know that's something that Liquid have, and so that might lead to the false read that there was a triple B stack here. That is not the case.
Smoked off our Liquid, spamming his Liege, and he will find his vengeance onto Stown, but it's Nafu they have to worry about. He can deny a plant. He's a little too far from the angle there to catch Cadian. Liege, seeing no one, finds his revenge at a 2-on-4. There should be no way in hell the Heroic win this round.
I don't know, I've said that about B-side retake Liquid v Heroic before, and I live to regret it, so here we go. Up on top of this boost, Shush holds the line. Teammate and Paul, now it all resides on Cadian, and it's not going to happen.
They smoke off the orb. OC's very quick. He doesn't hang around for smoke shots. He wants to get back in the bomb site in time. It's well supplemented. Everyone's here. The MAC-10 can't shoot through a Liege. They drop in the pit, but there's still a man to worry about. Nitro's red. Good read from Jabby, but still a 2-on-3 with the bomb loose and the orb up over the boxes. A Molotov Acadian. He's known for his clutches.
This one shouldn't happen, right? No scope lands, and there's OC rushing him down to stop that clutch from ever being given the room.
Mishmash to buy together. It's going to leave them lacking util. A B execute is their best way in, but they need to clear these corners.
Naf's playing anti, so Yakinda, when these flashes rain in, he'll probably end up blind, and it's going to come down to Naf having to turn around unless they contact this, and that's exactly what Yakinda wants. That's pulled Naf back onto the angle, but he just turns away from the flashbang in time. With Yakinda dead, Naf doesn't want to go down, getting nothing else done, and so that smoke dropped in is big. It stops Heroic from spilling in through the top of Banana, and it maintains this advantage for Team Liquid. It's bought enough time for a second man to move around and reinforce B. Heroic now having to go and explore other avenues after getting locked out of this B control.
And OC's been reliable on this CT side with the orb, so looking for an easy kill here, maybe even a collat. He's waiting for his time to strike, and he will find it. Nitro's dead. They can speed up the short side, but they're trying to get past this orb. OC again has repositioned ahead of the clock. He is here in time. A missed opportunity, and a bomb plant from the captain puts Heroic in the hot seat. What have they got to say?
So at the start of this round, Cadian was naded down to 1 HP. 1 health, and you hope that him getting away from those nades with his life intact isn't some sort of difference maker here. The round should have to come down to test sets, but you never know with Cadian. He's going to be facing off against the orb. Not the gun for the job to deal with a 1 HP player. Pistol would be better here for OC. Cadian on that swing catches him, changing weapons, and now he's armed with the orb. They're on the bomb, they're sticking it, and Cadian cannot get involved. It's not planted for him. He needed Tesses to stay alive, so he gets out with the AWP. But Liquid hold on to the round.
Might be in trouble right now. Re-peek into Cadian. That flash primes him for the B hit. But again, Liquid still have numbers in place. Heroic might not expect 2 players anchoring inside of the site. There's a Molotov. Naf sits above it right now, unperturbed for the flames. Yakinda here as well with flashes, and Heroic need to clear their boost. They will after 1. The lineup is there, but Yakinda still falls after just a single kill, and that smoke fade comes just at the right time, but Cadian hits his shot and looks to convert a round finally for Heroic, just as Liquid were going to balance this game out. And I already mentioned how that money is right there on the edge. Every gun matters. And Nitro might not get out alive. Oh, Yabi getting just tucked in time. Did he see it? No. Yabi with a kill, and Heroic taking 13-11 as Liquid are forced into an awful position here.
Yeah, plus I always think, you know, when you're trying to pinch every penny, the first thing that disappears from the CTs is that head armor, right? So the MAC-10 can still very much find its impact in this round. Yakinda are going to open. does take a lot of damage in the process, but he's locked them out of B, and now Liquid need to get mobile with this CT setup. They're not hearing or seeing anything else at Banana, and they're losing, or they're a man down over on the A defense. So they're going to start to shuffle bodies around. Might end up happening a little too late here. Liquid start to take Banana control. Xantares is just flat running down Banana. So at this point, they know it's the A play. They know that Heroic have intent behind this util and that they are looking to move in. Xantares sticks the landing on a backstab, and considering he's low, 2 for 1 out of this guy is a great deal in the round. Liquid still have players down in the pit that have not yet been spotted and are now only just getting learnt about. They spam out a Liege and Nitro. Nafly dead in a moment. This 2v5 has flipped around in an instant. Xantares thought his work here was done, but he's got to keep this coming in on the wrap round, in through the apartments, low on HP, and he has been since the start of the round. But if he can win this next fight, Liquid is still in with a fighting chance here. Dropping down into the pit. He knows the timing's got to be now. And so he strikes. Yabi dead. It's just Tesses in the 1v2. Moving over is OC around from long. Xantares now dead, so OC's got to do it. The last hope, and he's able to find it. Liquid grind their way in, but they won't grab the round. Just short of the defuse, no kit, and Heroic. They went from feeling like this game was going to keep raging on to realizing they'd done enough. Oh, close to the wall, and a triple lean here for Liquid. They know that this Banana controls felt essential to Heroic in the opening stages of round, so they try to get ahead of it, but in doing so, they fed the beast. Brutal. Oh, look at Shush go, running it up the front, spams out everyone inside of B. Liquid might have stacked here, but Shush pays that no mind. He's looking to take this one over the line right now. Liquid left in a retake, 2v4 down. The only damage done onto Shush, the star of this round. Molly onto the back of sight is going to force a reposition. Could look to give Elige some way of taking an opening kill here, but the odds are so stacked against Liquid. There's more util coming out for Heroic. They're not being given a lot of room, and with Elige dead immediately, Nitro, all that's left to do is die. Heroic teed up to steal this map away after all and deny Liquid this comeback that they look to attempt in this second half. It's not meant to be. Heroic pick up Inferno and are now just one BO3 away. Why did you say that?
Well, we should have. They're going to hit the B site anyway.
And they are in. They are in B. Ooh. But OC, he is dead now. And it's Elige trying to hold down the B site. Trying, but he is also dead now, of course. Xantares dead. But Nitro's found the bomb in the apartment.
Why is it still there?
Tess says
everything in his favor, every reason to close this pistol round, this tricky, elusive pistol round. And he waits. He's done it. Liquid find it. That was a little uncomfortable through and through for everyone involved.
Has a teammate to support in Elige at the stairs. Nitro tries to play, but it's right as that flash moves over. And that's when Yabi with the AK gets involved. Even picking a battle over towards short will get pushed down at the bottom of court. Yabi on a tear. And it's just Naf left. The Eagle down from lower. Stown is suddenly armed and dangerous here. And Nafly won't have a way back into this round. He's trapped in ladder room with no way out. All the extremities are being held. And so Heroic look like they've stolen this one away, and there's nothing that Liquid can do but sit by and watch.
Such a patient round for Heroic to just sit back on ramp. Stown does nothing in B apartments but just patrols, make sure no one gets aggressive and gets info. And as long as Liquid don't have info, right, Heroic can just stay on ramp. They could be 4B, they could be 4A. Liquid don't flank mid. Oh, Naf's dead. And yeah, Yabi just perfectly set up. Tesses takes the brunt by swinging jungle, and they throw a godlike flash. Yabi jumps over stairs, triple kill, and perfectly positions in the post plant. Now a pop-out palace. No mollies allowed for Liquid, none even afforded. They drop in. One player makes it under battle, but Nitro, with a nice swing, helped out by OC and Elige, they manage to collapse upon Heroic and leave it to a lurk at B. Naf hears this. Canyon saw him, though, and Naf will survive. So Liquid, yeah, it's a bit of a faster one. Wheels off for Heroic, because you don't want to be caught by a player resetting T-spawn. Cadian could in this round. Very, very possible run back with that bomb. And if he does, this entire round rests on Yekindar. Nitro, big double kill from Con side. Yekindar's T-spawn flanking. Did Cadian hear it? You wonder. He was running close to the wall. Is there any realization here? Yabi goes back. He has no idea. And so Yekindar, he steps back the other way. Oh, and he's going to wait. Shadow gives it up. And now Cadian knows, but didn't know where he came from for the underplay. Right now, the round is in Cadian's hands, and he will grab it.
Yeah, that one's for free. OC's come back up the catwalk to reinforce this B site. Cadian's given his room in mid, but not destined to get to do anything with it. Nafly from bench refuses to give them ground. And abusing this B site looked to be the idea for Heroic, but every time they've tried, they have been denied access not to boost a player into it. And he will get delivered that kill. Nitro caught out by the boost in middle. Yekindar, clean tap onto Cadian. And with that kill, any hope of winning this round should be out the window now for Heroic. This is a much more commanding Liquid. shox is still looking to try this, but Naf has been a rock in defense of this B site. Will miss the timing on the smoke walk, and shox saw a foot. He's seen his feet, and that's going to be Naf. Stabbed in the back by shox out the apartments. He will get this bomb planted, and so he still has hope in the clutch. Crossing past the market is scary. OC's just moving in with this AWP, but he doesn't catch the timing. shox is allowed to reposition.
Can't go too far. The bomb's default.
So that restricts his movement here. With enough time elapsing, he's pieced this one together that both players, likely market bound, holds on to the back of the site. shox given an engagement, but OC will lock him out of it. So they keep bodies over towards A, thanks to the info they've collected in this round. However, trapped in at the spam spot.
How's he alive?
Don't know how. Elige is still kicking, but it's not for long. Yabi silences him. Naf is up close. Oh, lands the dink, but not the killing blow. The AK wins that. Nitro down to the USP in defense of the site. He has an AWP holding the cross, and time is running out for Heroic. They've got to get past this AWP, and Cadian clears it straight up. So Heroic are back on the board. They do well playing that one to the extremities of the clock. Fast down mid, very fast down mid. Smoking at the connector. Naf rings out with one on his AWP from the window, but that's the end of the line. shox with an important trade kill over the smoke. Elige, last bullet, flies up and catches shox.
Two players will do. He'll take them both, but he whiffs the spray on the second. And Nitro heads up play to flick back in time. That was the only way Heroic could win this round.
Oh, Yekindar just made a step on short. Stoun's heard this. So he knows where one, or he knows where two of these three players are.
Oh, if he jumped bench, that would have been his. But now he's in trouble.
Yeah, no longer has the element of surprise. Util to try and give him this fight in top mid, but Yekindar just waits, knowing that the best path is to jump up on the bench. Yeah, that's what Yekindar holds. This aggro in top mid from Elige has a lot riding on it. One kill, not quite the double. That would have been a real turning point in the round if Elige had been able to complete that second kill, but Stoun will not let it happen. Tucked in under Palace is Nitro, waiting with this MP9. Contact play from the Palace player who just sneaks out into the open past OC, and so that comes as a nasty surprise. Nitro's still going to catch him under the Palace. Drops his smoke in case any mollies look to rain in. It also gives him an option to cross back into default, but his teammate will get hung out to dry. OC backstab, and if Nitro can't hold the line here, this A site's going to crumble. They're really making life awkward for him, and he will burn out at the hands of Cadian's Molotov.
Oh no.
Oh, dearie me. They meet in the spawn. That was the bomb. Now spotted trying to root back. Naf is known about, so he's going to try get tricky with it. And with Cadian holding on.
Wait.
Running all the way through with this bomb?
Wait, no way Naf's read this.
No, hang on.
No way Naf has read this. Stoun's still a ramp.
No. Oh, he is going to be. Naf's right here. Cadian thinks he's outbrained him, but he might have outbrained himself. The one man who could beat Cadian in these clutches might be Cadian himself, because he's given over this fight.
But
he's
Naf
given over the bomb. Naf doesn't know that Stoun is all the way over at A, and the bomb is plotted for market. So Cadian has done what he can to set Stoun up in the clutch.
No kit.
But if this one goes against you, it is going to hurt for Heroic. Naf needs to go hunting here. As you say, he doesn't have this kit, and so the time is not on his side. Stown will walk it over the line as that clutch comes down to the wire. It sets up Heroic with 6 at the end of this first half.
The tech rush.
Yeah, fast up into connector for Team Liquid. They've got OC right at the front of the pack. He is dead immediately, of course. But into the 3-on-3 we go. Liquid trying to get in with the bomb, trying to overwhelm Stown. He doesn't want to risk going down here. The dual Berettas were meant to pick up the slack, but instead it's fed Nitro a kill. The bomb's now retreating. They want to rejoin Yakindar, who's saying, guys, B is clear.
Seen so many fakes and late rotates and lurkers in this T side, right? All these clutches at the end of the half for Heroic. So it should, work out pretty quickly for Heroic. What's gone on? Stown knows there must be someone in the site, and that bomb only confirms it.
Yeah, now you're instantly suspicious. Ready for someone a little deeper. You've spotted out Yakindar on that cross. Stown wants to try and move in, but his teammate dinked immediately. Doesn't spur a lot of confidence their way. Tess says, looking to move out through the market window. They've got this 2v2. They're being backstabbed actively by Nitro, and he's not even really needed here. Naf and Yakindar are enough to withstand a retake attempt against the Force. They don't want that to happen again because it could be the difference between them having a very nice buffer between Heroic, all this comeback being underway. There's the opener for Tessez. It's promptly returned. They check the boost. Shush still going to stand and deliver. Gets it down to the 3v3. Offers up another. Shush is giving Heroic a means in this round. They've got the man trapped in middle. And so we're down to this 1v1. OC at least deletes Cadian over towards the B site, and he knows where this last player was. Stown rooting fast up through short. And OC still preoccupied with the idea it could be through market. Takes the angle and takes the head of Stown off. This would have just been like a cosmetic comeback, but no, mate. Liquid have been legit throughout this series, and it's extended here onto Mirage this round. They get the trade over at ramp into the 4-on-4. Yabi fall blind, but they're not going to punish him. He's allowed to get out. His teammates offered up on a silver platter. In the meantime, though, Stown now dead. And a man advantage for Liquid. They don't give anything away here. They could trade their way to a win in the post plant. Damage done through the smoke will knock Naflight out of the round. Tessez playing over the top of the smoke at CT is spammed, but everyone's low for Liquid here. They can't get ahead of themselves. They've got to tuck in. Wait to see what the reaction is from Heroic.
And they just got re-smoked as well. Are Heroic even going to go for this? They don't know how much damage they've done, but they've lit Liquid up.
If Liquid pick up the dub in this round, victory is in their grasp.
Yes.
Heroic making a desperate push in through lower. Try to disrupt the game plan early. And Stown at least gets out, going 2 for 2. Liquid, they might lose Yakindar here. Yabi's giving them a route back in. Cadian by his side. So much of this game hinges on this round right now. If Heroic want to keep the dream alive and doing it in 2, they need this, and they're making it happen. Yabi is delivering. It is just a Liege left to put a stop to them, and he can't do it as Yabi lights them up on that retake, does it all without the help of Cadian. Oh, the timing on this could be really awkward. Yeah, that's so scuffed. Cadian needs to hold the line, and he's been run down. You could feel the timings being missed on that one there. They just went and probed ramp. I think we're looking to break this 5-round streak here, and now awkward timing for Yabi, who's kind of been the one dependable piece here for Heroic. He falls first in what could be their final round on Mirage. Liquid want to maintain themselves in the conversation for playoffs. And I feel like they've gotten away with a lot of these contact plays so often. The fact that it's untelegraphed is serving them so well. Heroic don't have a lot to react to in these rounds. But this time they get shut out. Alige falls first. And so the path to B is closed for now with that smoke in their way.
But they still want to go. Just a few seconds later, and that's what Heroic are hoping for with 2 players in position. They've had worse odds. Cadian crouched down, Tessa's holding catwalk, a one and done position, but that's really all you can hope for with health this low. As Cadian get cleared, it's all too good to be true. Tesses falls with nothing to say. Cadian gets his, and he's got to dump his last flashbang, but they mollied him out. 15 seconds, he's just trying to buy time right now as Liquid get closer and closer. Missed orb shot, Cadian capitalizes.
The lower tunnel's push is nice. The info's been collected, though, on the routing in. And they try to bypass him entirely, but Stown goes aggressive here. That nade might be enough to do something. They're in the site alongside Yabi. But he'll answer the call, and the spam from Stown is enough to win the round. That they're taking middle, but that's not the case here. This is all a bit of a ruse to kind of pull the attention away. Ooh, missed shot from Stown's AWP. That lets them out through ramp. Things get hot and heavy for Shush. Up on top of the palace, he is full blind, but support comes in from his teammates. They keep him in the round. They keep him as a threat here. And Stown might have missed the opener, but Shush more than makes up for it. Great stuff from him and smooth moves. Let's go, Shush. Full send as he sends them packing out of his bomb site. But this is a power position held by Lige. It lets him play on a timing into window. Shush up close. That was a golden opportunity, but it's Nitro to open up with this kill into the A play. Suddenly, Cadian's feeling the pressure to get involved, but he's flubbed that shot, and they spot out the man in sandwich. Yabi gets away with one. How many more can he find? The molly will burn him out, and it's Nafly coming up from ramp. Lige is here to close. Liquid keep the dream of playoffs alive. They'll have their work cut out for them once they look to actually take the site with this double donut setup that Heroic are employing. Yabi strikes first. OC gonna hit the ground. Yakindar, hello. You cheeky devil. Yakindar is the guy trying to make the play that wins the round, but it's about whether or not the rest of Liquid can sustain this. He has to fire off early, so now they know about him on the wraparound. That causes Heroic to fight forward, and they will deal with all prongs of the Liquid approach there, locking them out of the pistol. Oh yeah, first fight goes their way. Nitro backed up. By his team, and yeah, this should just trigger the save. I mean, so much damage done to Stown, fully locked out of B already. Heroic have to just back out and give respect to Liquid here. This is interesting, right? Because Liquid have normally been the ones on the receiving end. This has the makings of the B play right now with options left open thanks to OC clearing out Donut for the A play.
He might just try and fake it, throw his smoke flash, and keep Heroic there. They've still got two players on the A side, and Stown is concerned about helping Tessis on ramp. If he gets swung, he's going to pull back from the ramp. The cave contact goes Stown's way. OC's left, lost to the hands of time right now, and Tessis turns from the flash, but that's as a Lige peeks in. Goes very well for a moment, and then Stown puts the lid back on this round. 2-on-3 with Heroic flanking through the T-spawn. Even if Liquid get in, they're not going to get far. Cadian doubts it. He goes back to check mid in case they are mid-rounding Donut to A. That's going to leave him out of position. Heroic are paranoid right now, and Liquid, in theory, can plant.
Oh, smoke spam, praying and trying to do whatever they can to tip the scales in their favor, but this one's been grinded out into the 2v2. The backstab from Cadian now might need to do the heavy lifting. His teammate dead as they aggro up through short, and Cadian won't get given a fight here. He won't get given a reason to throw himself into the 1v2, and he knows it. About to have a skirmish for this red room control. There are a lot of players here. You don't often have a 2v2 taking place for this top mid control. Even though they deal with OC, Yakindar's still floating around. That's the one-way smoke dribbled out. And so if they try to play around this, if they even get curious, Yakindar tries to thread the needle, and he will dispatch of Yabi. Still more where that came from back in the spawn. The rest of Liquid start to progress up through B, through the cave and up the ramp. Stown is out on a bit of an island over at long. He has missed some of these timings. They're a little deeper than perhaps he's ready for up the ramp side. They know about the cave player. They know that he's made it into the site, but this is going to be the plant for Liquid. In the 3v4, trapped in behind default, they managed to get a Lige out of the danger zone.
They have another molly as well. This could be so oppressive for Heroic, who don't have a kit. If Nitro can get that out, he doesn't want to give away his position, though, at top ramp. Oh, this is dangerous right now. There's nothing to help Heroic get in here. They've just got to win it on gunfights, and that's the start. Will it start to domino out of control? Yakinda with a kill, and a Lige tucked in tight. There's time for Heroic to win this round as they find all the gunfights in that B retake.
Liquid looking like they might just want to explode B here. This is far faster than what we've seen out of them so far in these B plays. Canadian full blind, fighting from the ledge. There's the response. They deal with both of them. Yabi tries to take up the helm, and he will drop the bomb. That's now away from Liquid. Yakindar having to go back and get it. No one's watching this for Heroic, but that's not what he's expecting. Instead, they've dictated all their attention in through the cave, trying to take away this space, and Nitro has been spotted in at the back of the site. Spam comes through, and will find him. Yakindar knows where 2 of these 3 players are as he pushes up close to the ramp, right there, waiting for him. They will clear the corner. As Tessez locks in an even scoreline for Heroic. Fast up through ramp again. Here's the ledge swing that they've got to work on containing because it's been a bit of a problem in these last few. Fly from behind the doors will offer up one. Another man manages to cross on by, but Yakindar's here hoping to deal with Cadian on the smoke fade, and he'll do exactly that. They needed success in this round, and right now they've got it in the palm of their hands. Yabi in cave is deleted on the little pixel angle from Yakindar.
They're going to go for more, but 2 Liquid players here. Oh, the bullets actually get soaked into the door there. Yabi goes wide enough to offset the crosshair, and he finds both headshots.
Could move up the ramp. There's not really much that Tessa can hope to do here. Spam damage nearly finds that kill, but it's the backstab from Stown getting activated. Are they going to try and wrap and deal with him directly? Stown heard those footsteps, so he now turns his attention back onto the mouth of cave, and as a liege walks on in, I don't think he ever checks this. Why would you, Stown? Great awareness on the situation there. It's left to Yakindar. He's relying on smoke spam to save the day here. And that's not going to happen. He knows it, so he just up and leaves. Heroic steal this round back from Team Liquid. They have support from CT as well. Second molly rains into main, and so it throws these timings off just a tad. There's Shush up on the boost, putting in a lot of work. Will finally get backstabbed by Nitro. Retrieves the bomb, looks to move in the 2-on-3, and he's fed that kill from Cadian, swinging out on the back of his flash from CT, but it's quickly made up for by the rest of Heroic. Liquid are going back to some of this mid-control early, but Yabi on the smoke spam causes problems immediately. Yakindar is no small scalp to find. Trapped in the ramp fight, as Tess says, he didn't really want to be there anymore, but had no choice. Sandwiched between 2 mollies. Even though...
really know, yeah. Oh, the molly, you're dead. He knew it. 2 nades and a Molotov, no hope. They're going to hit A, and Cadian's hopped in time.
Yeah, that AWP scope will have been heard, so Liquid know what they're running into here. They know where the AWP is, and a missed shot from Cadian gives them the room to start moving in. Yabi tries to run by and turn the tide, but ends up making matters worse, and a liege then goes hunting. Liquid have this uncanny ability to just go for the throat in moments like that. So quick to turn the tide of these rounds, and Naf will finish it off with a 3-piece for Liquid towards the end of this half.
No one's here.
Liquid have thrown out a fast B play. They haven't even got util down. The one molly they threw missed. And OC now has his big green gun to try and rein in some of this lane control that Heroic have been going for. The fights don't pan out inside of the site though. And they end up getting churned up by the Heroic rifles on this rotate. Liquid, this was their chance to 9-6 the half. Now it all hinges on OC with the tech. What just happened with Tessez? What's just happened there? They've given him a chance in this round, but they will swing out wide and deal with that AWP.
Nothing worse than shooting through your teammate. Clear it, Stown falls off the box and takes that kill instead. The molly should end his life. He hops out in time with a smoke. Oh dear, that's a close one.
Just looks away from Yabi, and that's given him room to succeed. Low HP on Yakindar with this AWP. He's got to make this next shot count, and he will. Yakindar might be low on health, but he's pried open the A play, and there's Nitro doing right by him. Yakindar, unstoppable. That AWP finds a third. 1 man left standing. It's Tessez, and they root him out. They discover him early. Liquid win out this T side at 8-7. They've got their eyes set on the playoffs here. Well, the pistol round would certainly help them along their way. Heroic want to do everything they can to immediately bring a brute force into this second half. Send a bit of a reminder the way of Liquid, and there's Cadian opening up in a mid-clash versus Yakindar. Liege is going to try and punish this, but Cadian won't let up. Suddenly the B defense is down to 1 man. OC with the dual Berettas is overwhelmed, and even as Naf starts to slowly make his way over, he's moving into a lost site, one that is flooded with Heroic players. There's not a world in which Naf can pull this one back. Moving on up, Cadian sits here in the close angle, waiting in the corner for a swing. He's also getting spotted from long as Naf. They know where he is. They know they've got him boxed in. And so he is on borrowed time right now. They're all moving in to hunt him down. And there's the close. Pistol round goes the way of Heroic.
There over the line. That's where Heroic are trying to find themselves into this B site. OC blind as a bat. Nitro turned back in front of the Molotov. They don't even know. He's cooking them. 2 kills before the trade comes in. But Heroic still hold the advantage.
Yeah, it's awkward because the 2 kills almost make you want to give this round a look at it. They draw your eye into the retake, but still the odds are against Liquid here. And if they go for this and come up wanted, come up short, Heroic are in such a good position to just start running away with this second half on the T side. If anything, I think they kind of want Liquid to overextend a little bit here.
They're just so hard to put away, are Heroic. With the arena waiting and one team already locked in Vitality, that's right, the locals will be here in Paris. Yikinda, what a play! And the smoke spans there as well, but they flash. And Cadian actually gets blind off the team flash, so he can't make a move. Yikinda finds 2. And this has gone all wrong for Heroic.
It's gone really badly, in fact. The bomb was one of the pieces trying to trade Yikinda in middle, and so that's now dropped out on the ledge. This suddenly means Liquid might want to fight for this mid control, right?
And instead of going for a big red flank or something, they're going to group and try and fight on Cave. Cadian runs back through spawn. Nitro hears him coming. Now we're in trouble for Heroic.
Oh, the
re-smoke it. They waste further seconds, and honestly, you could call the save in this moment.
I think you are calling the save in this moment.
So much money, but position alone spells disaster for Heroic, and they do throw in the towel.
Yeah, I mean, all credit to Yikinda, who gets peeked from the bottom of mid and the top of ledge. He, like, does the 180 upward flick turnaround to find the guy trying to trade him. And that is very much the kill that sets them up to win the round. And I think, you know, that speaks volumes as to how successful he was over there in mid, that the bomb even felt compelled to get involved. He was harassing the guys on mid elbow so much. Yeah, really not the man you wanted to lose in the cross there, right? It was just kind of a dice roll as to who was unfortunate enough to be on the receiving end of that AWP. But the fact that it's down hits hard for Heroic. Liquid are not jumping the gun. They're not getting twitchy on this retake. They're waiting to see if anything's offered up and waiting for this util to fade. Yikinda is given a freebie. Playing this one way over the smoke. Shush tries fighting for the temple control and is locked out. Naf has just destroyed them. And Cadian doesn't even think this is worth giving a look in. 1v5, he's low on health. He's far removed. He can't do a thing.
They're in the site. He doesn't know. This could go very wrong. Stound's got an entry. He won't make it much further, but that molly is a problem for OC, and the backstab timing could be perfect. Naf holds on. A crucial kill in what is now a 2-on-3. Cadian has to AWP from the site. They are trapped out on the pillar together. A molly is a problem. Cadian must fight forward, and now Yabi is in the hot seat.
Moving around over towards long. He's going to get given both fights here, but they're moving in quick. Oh, now fly dead. Yikinda can't hold him back.
That would be a nightmare for Liquid right now.
Yeah, I mean, these rounds towards this. The boost up over middle. Great way to try put it.
Yikinda, he's doing so much work in mid.
He really is.
How does he even get that trade? There's no way he should get it.
He's not going to catch them as they boost up. That leaves him open. That leaves him vulnerable. Flicks back in time. Even drops this smoke. Naf lives to fight another day, and he gets out of there as well. Masterful moves, but Yabi gets rid of a liege on the mid-rotate. He recognizes he's got a bit of room now.
He can hide out. Yikinda's going to have this early info. He hears the util coming over. He needs to hit this first shot. That's Yikinda's. Backed off, still fighting just for another one, and it's all Yikinda as Naf covers from spawn. Liquid do not pull away from A, and for good reason. Rogue, 20 seconds, they got to go.
Yeah, this is a last-second exec, so, you know, a couple of kills, couple of nice ones from this AWP would make all the difference. OC misses the second chance he's given. Nitro and Elige have got to do this now, and Elige moves in. Just one from the man. Not enough to disrupt this plant, not enough to win the round. Heroic is still in with a fighting chance here. Now fly it long. Yikinda up 3 short. These are the 2 big players for Team Liquid, and they find Yabi. Stound left up in the clutch, low on health as Nafly moves in. The spam connects, gets sent back his way, but it's Stound to win it, and Heroic surge ahead on the back of that victory there. Yikinda wants to take this mid control out from ledge. Nafly's got his back, but Yikinda looks up at the ledge, and that's given them room to get out in middle. Naf had already got it. Naf had already locked it in. But that temporary lapse looking away from middle has given room across. Nitro now has to do it for Team Liquid. Heroic are moving into A. They've got their eyes on the prize. When you've dealt with Naf and Yakindar, you think you've dealt with everyone in A, but they go hunting, they find Nitro. And with him falling, this one should not be happening. Elige from bottom of the border, Liquid trying to do what he can here, but he's getting backstabbed. Cadian should have his number. He's telling his team, do not peek, do not give this one away. Goes looking for Elige, and now he strikes with perfect timing. Just OC left, and even though he's delivered this kill in mid, it's the end of the line in this round, and he knows it.
He can't even go for the AWP. He's so scared he's getting hunted. He heard Tess's in Dona. Liquid have everything they need to fight back. A heavy mid attack. Yakinda does what he does best, and he recovers that opener. Heroic is still streaming out A, but OC's here with the AWP.
If he goes now, whiffs the spray, but Cadian can't escape capture. It's down inside of the site. Been the hero for Heroic on this map. Been the man making a difference. Can't find the kill. The nade slows him, was meant to make it easy. It's all left onto Shush, and he's been shaky. Will get locked out. Liquid live to fight another day.
Again, quick cave peek for Cadian. He's not done with this with the AWP yet. And Elige finds out the hard way. Down ramp, Nitro gets picked apart, and Heroic are there, right on the doorstep, ready for the arena.
B has just been a reoccurring nightmare for Liquid. And here's the worst part. They get those 2 kills. They don't have to commit. They run into Naf over in middle. He gets the info that this is actually the A play. So Liquid can try and move ahead of this. They're doubtful in the rotates right now. No one's moving around yet. Finally,
the bomb.
Kindar gets that spot, sees the bomb over in mid. At this point, they anticipate that it is the A play. Nafly, bated breath as he swings on out. He's been spotted now, looking to get involved, but Tessez takes his head off. That's the plant for Heroic, and it's going to come down to this 2v4 to decide the fate of the Liquid squad. Heroic 2 kills away. They've just got to keep it tight, and they'll be in the playoffs for the last CSGO major here in Paris. Yakindar trying to carve a path back in, leaps out wide and is locked out. Stown and Tess says the men to close. Heroic deny the comeback attempt to Liquid, and they are going to the playoffs here in Paris.
Yeah, they're more than challengers, they're more than legends. They are here to be